to be evil.
Yes, it is.
Let's go.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah!
Yeah, baba! This is what happens, Jen, when you go live when we're on air. By the way, everyone check her out, twitch.com/Genevieve_Yoso. You're welcome. Let's go!
That goddamn seal.
I know.
Good morning. Welcome to the fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning.
By the way, I've got Jen up and she's already bitching at me.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not. I know I'm going to get a frying pan and a bonk stick later.
Oh, if that's the case, then I got something special for Jen. We're glad to have y'all with us on this Friday episode of Snowman in the Morning. This first hour is powered by
Invader Coffee.
Fuel for the fearless. And Jen must be pretty fearless if she's going to have both Shane and I open her stream on Monday morning.
Yeah, Monday is going to be absolutely chaotic, and I'm going to be heavily caffeinated for it.
Monday is going to be flat out evil.
Yep.
Okay, let's just say it the way it needs to be said. And yes,
it's going to be evil.
We're paying a lot of homage to Jen because, you know, she's popped in our streams, so we're going to do the same for her. And by the way, I'm going to lay a little nugget on you guys.
Okay.
Me and Jody are going to start a podcast in about a year's time when she graduates.
Nice.
And there's no script.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I know that feeling because the Queen Pin wants to have a podcast with me as well, so I know that feeling.
Oh, I can't wait for that. You and the Queen Pin on a pod. Y'all done it before when I used to live in LaPorte.
We did a wrestling podcast.
It was a wrestling podcast. But a straight up podcast with you and the Queen Pin.
Yep. If you think I'm unhinged, wait till she gets on air.
The one week we had her do the picks with us.
Yes.
I already know.
Exactly my point.
Can you imagine both Queen Pins together doing picks with us?
Oh, God. Oh, and by the way, Jen was absolutely laughing at what you were saying a minute ago.
Which part?
Oh, the whole back of it, being on there unhinged and everything else going on. She was laughing about it.
Jen, this is tame compared to what I can be when I am totally unleashed.
Oh, I know this, Bubba. We're going to have fun Monday.
Y'all.
And that's going to be at like 7:30 in the morning.
Which means I'm going to go through 3 of these.
First one of these I'm already in. I got a second one in the fridge for the second hour.
Yep.
Because I already know when we get Pizzle on here, I'm going to need it.
Oh, God. Pizzle during the second hour.
Yep.
That ain't going to fucking suck.
No, it's not.
At all. Oh, God. Pizzle here for hour 2. And Beav is with us. And for the 1,000th time, you don't have to promote me on here. And for the 1,001st time, we're going to do it anyway.
Right.
We're going to do it anyway. We're disobedient children.
Jen, I'm scared now.
I'm a disobedient 10-year-old in a 52-year-old body. You want the best kind of proof? You can ask Victor, and you can ask my beautiful wife, Jody.
Pretty much.
Here's the other thing. The only person that really has to take the punishment is Dog.
Yeah, I'm the one that's going to get my ass handed to me later when I get done shopping. I'm going to be popping in there, and the next thing I know, there's going to be bonk sticks flying at me.
If I pop in there later, they may fly at me.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, Jesus. Why did my brain just turn left?
Yeah, I just heard Jen say there's going to be bonk sticks flying at me. Thanks, Jen.
See?
I appreciate it.
Have you ever had an idea just pop in your head at the weirdest time and then you wind up following it?
Yes.
That's me right now. Thinking of popping into Jen's stream later and turning my microphone on before I do the fever game tonight.
Oh, dear God. The two of us already in there just kind of riffing before Monday. Oh, God.
Is she still on? Can she hear this?
You'd have to tune into the stream to hear what she's saying right now, but she's already like, what? Yep.
Let's see.
Yep, Jen already just mentioned it. Yep, she's like, oh my fucking God, really?
By the time that Don and I get done on Monday,
yes,
Jen may be jokingly screaming,
I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
And by the way, the one she's streaming with Phoenix, and by the way, shout out Phoenix on stream as well. He's like, do it. I think everyone is going to be in trouble come later on today.
I can hear Jen already in my ear.
God damn!
Pretty much.
No.
We have just become a full-blown part of the lexicon of Jen's lore on her stream now, courtesy of this.
Oh, even better. I can just hear Jen's head right now with what we're planning on Monday, which is totally going to be unscripted. And she's going to yell at the both of us.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
By the way, Jen, to answer your question, I'm the one letting Snowman know what's going on, so he doesn't have your stream up yet.
Let's fix that.
And there it is. Snowman's about to jump on and listen to the stream now. There you go. Congratulations.
Let's fix that. Let's have some fun today. Pizzle's going to be here later, so that's I can't wait for Pizzle to come on during the second hour. I can't wait. The only piece of business
hold up. Jen just said go to town Monday. The more chaotic, the better.
Oh shit!
She just unleashed hell.
Oh shit!
You get our 2 minds at 7:30 in the morning, heavily caffeinated. Jen, be careful what you wish for.
You'll be
She
sorry.
gave us.
She gave us carte blanche.
She gave us carte blanche.
She just gave us carte blanche.
Oh shit!
Let's get this show rolling.
Mission accepted.
Yep.
Okay. The only piece of business we need to take care of, only two pieces of business. The Pacers lost 111-94 last night.
Because of the fact that Tyrese shrunk.
Yeah, Tyrese only had 5 points, but it just gives them a chance for
Win
me to repeat my rant and B to close it out at home in Indianapolis.
Pretty much.
Secondly,
the Stars ended up winning.
Dallas
Stars
Stars
lost last night.
Dallas Stars, you flopped.
Yeah, badly.
Again. Hey. What was my prediction at the top of that series?
Yeah.
I said Oilers in 5.
Right.
Because
phone call.
The Oilers cannot compete. The Stars cannot compete. I beg your pardon.
Mm-hmm.
I said the Stars couldn't compete. There's a certain Stars fan I know that didn't believe me. I'm going to hear it from him. I know that. I'm going to hear it from him a little bit later. Victor, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay.
Good. What is happening to your microphone, man? It's louder than usual. Did you get mad at yell at somebody again? No.
It's louder?
It just seems that. Well, do you like unplug it and then plug it in?
I mute and I mute back so that no.
Oh, okay. So that's. Oh, so that's basically modem mode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, it is.
It's Dallas Stars.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for them. I feel bad. It's like
I don't.
For the third time in a row. For the third time, you get this close. You get to the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
And you get turned away again.
I would make a comparison, but I better wait. I'll just use an opening that Cole did for me one day. 5 yards short.
5 yards away. Dallas and Philly.
And you remember 2023. You remember the game. All right.
Here's the
Knowing my wife is going to walk back behind me and say the Colts are going to win, why don't we break down the Stanley Cup Final, don't we? And I'll break it down with one sentence. This time it'll be a different result.
I could see that.
It's even.
And here's the thing, though. It's like that both people, again, some people have taken their hatred for the Cowboys and just dumped it on the Stars. It sounds like, what do we do?
It's Dallas. It's Dallas in general. It's like you said yesterday, Victor. It's Dallas in general.
But why, though? You can
I wish I could honestly give you an answer. I mean,
people can hate the Cubs, but we don't subscribe to the Cubs, but we'll say it's Chicago. There are different fan bases for different teams.
Man, the Cubs.
I agree.
I've said that since I was 8 years old. I'm 52 right now. I'll be
not in front of the people. You didn't.
Say it again.
Not in front of the people. You didn't. You know why?
Why?
Because if your parents found out you said the Cubs,
I'd get gibbsed about 100 times over.
Yes.
By the way,
yes.
Well, Dad knew how I was feeling. I just couldn't voice it in those exact terms.
Right.
Because I'd have a handprint upside the back of my head.
Exactly.
Also checking out the feedback zone. Pizzle's already here. He'll be joining us later. And Veterans Gaming Podcast. Edmonton wins 6.
Nice. Veterans Gaming Podcast. Sweet. Check out the Veterans Gaming Podcast and also on YouTube, folks. And if you can, check out A Pizzle 90, where his weekly picks show is a hit on Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Multimedia Sports Radio. It's an absolute hit. Okay, when all the boys get together.
Hey, I love me some gaming, so of course I gotta send my love to the Veterans Gaming Podcast as well.
Hey, we're doing the same. Matter of fact, let me get. whenever we get like a new listener or a viewer, because we are on radio also.
Yep.
For lack of a better sound, they're going to get one of these. That's
pretty much.
For Veterans Gaming Podcast. That's for Pizzle, and that's for Jen. That's for everybody that comes into the Fanatic feedback zone. We're up to something really, really good. We'll be back on all of our stations on Monday after we get unhinged in Jen's stream for about 25
30 minutes, if not longer. And trust me, I am going to be extremely caffeinated for that, so be warned.
You know what Jen might say to us after we wreck shop in there?
What?
Now that's some bull.
I got your bullshit, son.
No, you know what she'll say?
Are you kidding me?
Once she stops laughing.
Has she stopped laughing yet?
Yeah, she's playing some Marvel Rivals right now.
I'm going to have to pop in there and say something crazy or do something crazy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. As mentioned, Pizza will be here a little later, break down the Dolphins season. We're just flying right along right now, totally off the rails. Veterans Gaming Podcast says, thank you very much. First time I've seen your channel. Great content. Thank you. And thank you. We appreciate that. I want to make this channel so big within the next year. And you all are hearing this right now. And Veterans Gaming Podcast, A Pizzle and Jen, hear me. Matter of fact, give me this goddamn camera. What the hell?
I don't know.
Who's been messing around in my truck again?
Ain't been me. I don't know what the hell you're looking for. I got you. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Someone's really screwed around in this damn truck.
Someone really messed around in my truck. Leave it here. Within the next year, I want to get this channel to the point, beyond the point, where I can call up my boys and say, expect your first paycheck, that is, from me to you guys.
That'll be more than likely once we get done whooping that ass in San Francisco.
Say again.
That'll be after we whoop that ass in San Francisco for the Super Bowl.
Bitch, please.
Fair enough.
You got Drake May as your quarterback.
I'm talking about when we get down there to broadcast that shit on Radio Row.
The show.
Okay. When we get suited and booted, brother.
I take that back.
I'm gonna give smack your ass for that one. I know we got Drake May quarterback. We ain't got a snowball's chance to make the Super Bowl. Come on.
You lay a finger on me, I'm DDTing your ass. If I can stand up. Because my legs have been giving me problems, but I'm getting them stretched out. But in all seriousness, I want to get us to the point, and it's going to require help from the entire team, that I can just say, I'm about to drop your first paycheck. Where does it go? And that's to every member of the crew, not just for the morning show, but for those who helped during the play-by-play broadcast. And then we just go take over Radio Row in Santa Clara.
Yes, sir.
Fuck this shit. We just go take over Radio Row. We go meet the BS3 crew. We meet Deb there. And we interview some Jim Rome and be there. I know Jim Rome's going to be there.
Yep.
Okay.
We get suited and booted and bring the mics.
Suited and booted, bring the mics, bring the set, bring the backdrop, and take over Radio Row in Santa Clara.
Man, we
are
going
going
to do some on-location shows.
Quit reading my mind. Quit reading my mind.
Man, doing a show from inside Santa Clara. Oh,
doing a show in Santa Clara 5 days in a row. Well, we're breaking down the Super Bowl if we ever get there with all the stars that may show up. I mean, hell, I have a dream to interview the greatest quarterback to ever play, who wore number 16. Now, watch what happens when I'm speaking that aloud. I'm going to fuck around and have GOAT A, Montana, on my left side, and GOAT B, Tom Brady, on the other side.
Yeah.
That's going
to be wild.
Y'all, look, Victor knows how my brain works or overworks sometimes.
Yep.
I'll say one thing, and then it gets coupled with something else happening. One night I said I'd love to meet Michael Jordan. 2 nights later, I do.
It happened.
2 nights later, I do. Ryan, I don't have the bell ready. I'll get it ready right now. Ryan McCoffey, one of our regulars, is here with us. He says, "Good day, Snow Crew. Hey, Dallas Stars, are you the Carolina Hurricanes of the Western Conference?" That's a yes.
Wow.
Wait. First of all, let's think about that for a moment. Oh, what the hell am I kidding? Yes.
Yep.
Wow. The hatred continues.
The Dallas Star. Y'all know how we ripped apart Joel Embiid on the Grilled Sportscast?
Right.
Yes.
Let's have some fun here.
Oh no.
We got time to kill.
We got a fabulous Friday. The Hurricanes are the Bills of the that smarts.
Oh wow.
That smarts. The Hurricanes.
Hold on. Wait, because the Bills did pretty damn good. Are you just talking about they just couldn't handle the playoff?
They shrunk in the playoffs.
It isn't hate if it's facts, Inspector Vickala. And he's right, since a couple certain people want to say the same thing to me, and y'all know who they are. I won't spit their names out loud. Listen, how can I make this comparison about the Hurricanes and the Dallas Stars? The Hurricanes and the Stars are the Dallas Mavericks of the NBA in its present form.
Woo.
The Carolina Hurricanes are the Charlotte Hornets of the NHL. Wait a minute, I can't make that comparison. That's not fair.
To Charlotte.
To Charlotte, exactly. But the Hurricanes play in Raleigh, so that totally wouldn't be fair.
The Carolina Hurricanes are Los Angeles Lakers of the NHL.
Oof.
Don't you ever fucking make that comparison again.
Current iteration.
Listen, true as you are. Yeah, that is coming for the Carolina Hurricanes.
The timing. It's 75 degrees here. Of course, I got the windows open.
I know.
Fucking ambulance.
Dear Dallas Stars.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Even better. Dear Carolina Hurricanes.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
By the way, Blake, to answer your question, everybody catches strays.
Everybody, listen.
It's just a matter if you end up catching a nuke in the head.
Yep. I was thinking of how to open the show today, and the way we did it was perfect.
Yeah.
Ryan McCarthy says, "Blake Hammock, welcome to the club." Now, wait a minute. I'm not going to be able to ask this question without laughing, so I'll go ahead and make this joke anyway. Have I ever thrown strays at? Yes, I have. I'm not going to.
He's got a receipt book full of them.
No, he's got 2 receipt books full of them.
Oh, I'm sure he's got a few with my name on it.
Oh yeah, the Carolina Hurricanes. And here's one right now. The Carolina Hurricanes are like the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers.
Ow.
The Carolina Hurricanes are like the New England Patriots with mac and cheese as the quarterback.
And 38-day-old Mayo coach.
38-day-old Mayo.
Which, by the way, 38-day-old Mayo will become a T-shirt.
Oh yeah. You're throwing strays at the two of us, and I don't even have my arm in shape yet, nor my legs. But I will have my legs in shape in 1 month's time. By the time July 4th gets here, it's going to take a lot of discipline. I know that. You know what Josh Allen is afraid of? A coin toss. No, you know what Josh Allen is afraid of? The Chiefs.
Facts.
The Dallas Stars. Okay, Victor, I give you permission to put me in a headlock. The Dallas Stars are like the Dallas Cowboys on an off week.
Ouch. And Vic is probably like, what the hell?
Oh, he's coming for me.
Oh, yeah.
I know he is. The chefs.
Great job, but who are the chefs?
In which the next line is
Great.
The Carolina Hurricanes. The best team in North Carolina. True. Very true. But the Carolina Hurricanes are the Boston Bruins of 2013.
Why?
Because it's fun. And it's you. And I know
why.
Because it's fun, because it's you, and I know I can get a laugh out of you that way. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I got nothing.
Now to the Dallas Stars. We're going to go back and forth here. Now to the Dallas Stars. And I hate doing this, but I got to do it. The Dallas Stars are like this year's Boston Celtics in the playoffs.
In fairness, we lost Jason Tatum when we needed him most.
But you lost to the Knicks. You lost
Tatum was what was holding us together. Once he went down, yeah, granted, we won the next game, but that was on emotion. We were gassed when they guarded.
Yeah, by the time you got back to the Garden for Game 6, it was over.
Yeah, we were gassed.
Yeah, totally. The Dallas Stars are like, oh, hell no, I can't make that comparison. That would be so unfair.
You're going to make it anyway.
You're damn right I am. The Dallas Stars are like the Philadelphia 76ers.
Ew.
That dripped in the sea of confusion.
Oh, that's painful.
The Dallas Stars. Oh, hell. You ready?
What?
You ready, Vic?
Yeah, go
ready?
ahead.
The Dallas Stars are like the New York Football Giants.
Ouch.
Mm.
Ouch.
Mm.
And I know Wise is a Giants fan, but I think he'll agree with me.
Wise gonna get mad.
Oh, Wise gonna beat my ass. All right, let me just say it,
man. The Dallas Stars are getting Rodney Dangerfielded around here.
The Dallas Stars. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna do this.
Absolutely no respect.
But I'm gonna do it anyway. Speaking of no respect, and McCoffey's gonna throw something at me, but the Dallas Stars are like the New Jersey Devils. On the way up, but then gets suddenly knocked down.
Ugh. Ouch.
And I hate to push this button too, but the Dallas Stars are like the New York Rangers.
Oh.
Ooh.
I know. It's bad.
That's just wrong. That's worse than profiling.
But am I wrong?
No.
The Dallas Stars, with the way they fell against the Oilers, are like the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
No,
Colorado's catching a stray.
No, I didn't. I didn't choose violence at all today. The Dallas Stars.
No, we chose chaos after finding out what we're doing Monday.
Oh, this ain't chaos yet.
Oh God.
The Dallas. Oh boy.
Just go with it. We got time before the break.
Victor, you ain't gonna like me for this, but I've got to say it. The Dallas Stars and the way they fell against the Edmonton Oilers are like the Chicago Bulls of present time.
It's true, though.
Yeah, it is.
And y'all know I'm a Bulls fan. Granted, Michael Jordan's the reason, but who wouldn't be?
True.
All right. The Dallas Stars are the... Oh, boy. I'm going to get slapped for this, but I don't care. The Dallas Stars... set adrift in a sea of confusion are like the current Miami Dolphins.
Oh, no.
Incoming slap.
Hizzle's like, I'm getting in now.
Hizzle's going to give you a receipt for that one.
Bring it on. Bring it on. And y'all know I make jokes like this all the time, okay? Just you. You know what, Pizzle? Bring your ass in here. I got time today to laugh. And I know Pizzle's going to get even with my crazy ass. The Dallas Stars are like the Philadelphia Flyers.
Ew.
I know, sick comparison.
Ew.
And I mean the Flyers of 2010.
Oh, that's even worse.
Just short.
Ugh.
Just short.
And ouch.
The Dallas Stars are like the Ray Finkel of the NHL.
Oh my God.
And that's a fictional character.
Just wide.
The Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars are like the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oof.
No, change that. Change that. I'll leave Giannis alone for now. The Dallas Stars, in the way they fell against Edmonton, a team they should have dominated in the Western Conference Final, are like the Pittsburgh Steelers waiting on Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, dear God.
The team that stuck two $25 rolls of quarters up their own ass. Thank you, Victor. Waiting on a quarterback who's going to be 41 and don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Pretty much.
Did I get you with that one?
$25 roll of quarters.
Two $25 rolls of quarters up their own ass. That's exactly what the Pittsburgh Steelers did. And that's
they're on
exactly
the way to
what
a
the Dallas
third because
Stars
they're waiting for Aaron Rodgers.
Their season is over. And since this is a football Friday, the Pittsburgh Steelers season, I declare over right now.
Well, that didn't take long.
It's over. Which team? Matter of fact, let's take a break and have some football fun. And I'll pose this question to everybody in the chat. Let's have some fun and let's have some laughs. Okay? Which team in the NFL, even before they play a down in the preseason, has already had their season ended?
Carolina.
We're going to have some fun with that and some more fun courtesy of the Dallas Stars and the Carolina Hurricanes when you all get back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
What?
So it's not violence, huh?
No, this is chaos.
Yes.
Well, this ain't chaos yet.
Oh, boy.
Wait till Pizzle gets here. This ain't chaos yet.
Well, that segment's not going to fucking suck.
Nope. Neither is this season. Now, where were we before we went to break? Oh, yeah. I
ripping on the Dallas Stars.
Oh, look who's here.
Well, that didn't take long.
That didn't take long at all. Here he is. Let's welcome a Pizzle. And yes, I had the intro ready for him. And I'm glad
Fins up, baby.
Fins up, baby. What's up, Pizzle?
You said the magic word chaos.
Shit. That's my bad, everybody. That's my bad.
No, it's not. This is fun.
How we doing?
Good.
What's happening, man?
Snow Crew, what is going on? Everything is A-OK down here.
Good. Pizzle had the funniest video that I saw when he was he and the crew were doing a review of the year of the previous year a couple of years ago, and he had to fulfill a bet and dunk his head in water twice. So he had 2 buckets. He peeled the Braves World Championship sticker off of his car, and he said, "I must pay off a bet." And then he dunked himself twice. And as he's walking toward the camera, I hear, "Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches."
I had to do it. I had to pay homage to the Snowman.
Much appreciated.
That's
Much
awesome.
And this is while he's dropping the bucket in anger. He's like, "Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches."
Just chuck it over there.
Yeet.
Now, we were having fun with the Carolina Hurricanes. No, we were having even more fun with the Dallas Stars. And what they remind us of.
Okay.
The Dallas Stars remind me of the Miami Marlins in current form.
Oh man. Oh.
That's painful.
That's poverty.
The fish.
The fish that can't fish.
The fish that ain't fishing.
And
actually headed to Miami.
Pizzle Pizzle still has one of the greatest lines he said on the show when we brought him on to talk Bills and Dolphins. And the first thing out of his mouth wasn't a greeting, wasn't hi, how are you doing? It was, well, that game fucking sucked.
It did.
Really?
Because that was the game where Tua got hurt.
Yep. And the Bills took
another concussion.
Another concussion. And the Bills took full advantage of it.
Expect more of the same this year, just saying.
And I gotta find that clip. I'm gonna find that clip, but all you see when Pizzle comes on is this right here, and he's leaned off to the side, and we made one mention of that game, and he just spits out, well, that game fucking sucked.
Yep.
And the bad part is that was a prime time game.
Yeah.
That was a Thursday night game.
That was a Thursday night game. Prime showing it's cursed again.
Pretty much.
First game I watched on Prime featured the Colts and the Broncos.
Oh no.
You remember. My wife said, are you going to cover that game? No.
Oh, no.
I looked at my wife and I said, hell no, I'm not doing that game. She said, I don't blame you. No, exactly. She said, I don't blame you. But why? I said, baby, it's pretty simple. My spider senses are going off about this game, and I don't like it.
Very simple. It's Matt Ryan and Russell Wilson, if I remember the quarterback correctly.
Yeah, it was them.
It was unlimited diarrhea and poor Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan has to be the unluckiest quarterback in the NFL.
From being a half away from a Super Bowl title to spending a year with the Colts, he'd rather forget that tainted his 15-year career.
Pretty much.
And we got to have Jody and I were watching the game. We laid everything out, had the snacks and everything, doing fine. And we saw nothing but field goals. My wife looked at me and I looked at her and she said, fuck this, I'm going to bed. And she went to bed.
I think that game ended like what, 12-9?
12-9 in overtime.
People replaced the end of
that overtime with the full 10 minutes.
People replaced the S at the end of Jets for G. Just end the game.
Just end the game. My wife gave me a kiss and said, fuck this shit, I'm going to bed. She went to bed. I'm laying on the couch trying to stay awake. Not doing a good job of it. Not doing a good job of it at all. And as soon as the Colts kicked the game-winning field goal, I turned the television off and I went to bed.
I want my 2 hours back. I want my 2 hours back.
And that's exactly what I said. I'll borrow the words of the great urinating tree. I want my 3 hours back. Or in that case, 3.5 hours. And I came to bed and my wife said, what took you so long? Colts won. She says, okay, go to sleep. Yes, ma'am. I went to bed.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. Absolutely.
And I'm like, do you wonder how bad it would have been if we did Sports Machine and had to actually call that game?
I would have. I normally don't drink. Okay. However, for that game, I would have gladly made an exception. I'd have had 2 glasses of wine, a couple of beers, and a few other things, and coupled it with a lot of food. That's the only thing we didn't have at that in our spread for Thursday night was liquor, because she had to go to work the next morning.
Wait, you would have had a couple of wines, couple of beers,
2 beers, 3 beers, 4 beers, 5 beers,
6 beers,
7 beers, 8 beers, 9 beers, and a bloody Mary. And then the next morning would have coupled it with a couple of these.
By God.
Oh, by God.
And Vince McMahon mouthing, you're drunk. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just getting started.
Right.
Damn it, Austin.
Let's to the reason why Pizzle is here as we somewhat come back into reality, which we maybe will.
What dream world are you in?
What dream world am I in? The same one we're all in. We're having fun here. Your thoughts on the Dolphins coming into this year, sir?
I am petrified. I'm scared. I am scared. 100%. Because we are one Tua injury away from being irrelevant.
Yeah, I could see that.
Not just irrelevant, but being back to where we belong, and that is the doormat of the AFC East.
And it's that.
Oh, you mean you'd be taking our spot?
Yes.
Listen, Tua was supposed to be the savior for the Dolphins. When he got drafted, Tua was getting compared, and I don't know why people made this comparison, and I said as such, to Dan Marino. Well, what the hell are y'all thinking?
That's not what I heard.
Listen, we all have delusional friends, okay? What did you hear, Piz?
I heard he was getting compared to Steve Young. He was getting compared to Steve Young because of the left-handed comparison, and
he was getting compared to Steve Young.
Yes.
Tua ain't even close to Steve Young.
Had he stayed healthy, he would have been.
No.
Had he stayed healthy, he would have been.
No.
Yes.
And I repeat, hell no. Matter of fact, give me this button. Give me this button.
Oh.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Here's why
That's just what I've heard.
I know. Here's why I don't.
Then again, this was like, what, 5 years ago? So.
Yeah. Here's why I don't allow that comparison. First of all, Tua is jumpy in the pocket. When it starts to collapse, he collapses.
He ends up hearing what just drove past me again.
Yep. That's what Tua is hearing right now.
Yes.
Like, I gotta hide. I don't want them taking me back to the hospital.
They'll never take me alive.
No, they're just gonna take you unconscious.
Oh.
And they did that in Cincinnati 3 years ago. I should know. I covered that game live.
As did I.
I covered that one live, and I can just see Pizzle's face when Tua went down again. And oh no,
not again.
Exactly.
Well, kind of expected that because he has a long laundry list of injury history. Good dating back to Alabama.
His hip.
The
Last hip. Which begs me again to ask the question why he was in the game when Alabama had a 38-17 lead in the first half and they left him in there. What?
No, they figured they'd pad the stats, but unfortunately all they did was pad his injury list.
Yep. That's Nick Saban for you.
Mm-hmm. That is indeed Nick Saban. Bruce Marmee, one of our channel members, is in the house with us. Says Hawaiians are good football players. I love their strength. I do too. My favorite Hawaiian who played was Jesse Sapolu. Anybody?
Linebacker for the Seahawks. That guy was a beast.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Junior Seau. There you go. Played in Southern California. Got to show some love for Junior Seau.
Former Dolphin. All right.
Oh yeah. But with this Dolphin season coming up, matter of fact, let's have some fun here.
Go ahead. I'm right ahead of you.
Everybody pull up the Dolphin schedule because we were having so much fun making up
the
scores.
Jets. We did, of course, the Cowboys. We did
New England,
Niners and Colts,
49ers and Colts,
Chiefs.
Oh, you did the Chiefs.
Yeah, we reviewed the Chiefs.
Oh,
don't ask.
Do I even want to ask?
No.
No.
I'll stop you there. No.
All right.
No.
All right.
Let's just say the AFC is going through them again.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what everyone in the AFC is saying.
I have a wild card, and it's totally wild, but I'll reveal that later. Here we go.
Right.
Week
Number
1. They come up here to face the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm sad that Pizzle won't be on the air for that one because I wanted him to be with me for that one. But you're going to be down in New Orleans, aren't you?
That's right. Week 1, I got the invite from one of my friends to go to the Saints home opener against the Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh,
you're gonna be bored. You should have stayed there and covered this game. You're gonna be bored out of your mind.
Yes.
At least he's gonna have good food.
That's true. It's true. I've never been to the Superdome.
Well, the Superdome is one of the most epic stadiums for food.
I've never been to the Superdome, brother.
Yeah.
Silverdome.
It's good to be back here at the Silverdome.
Oh hell yeah, brother.
All right, give me a score, Piz. What you got? Because last year these two teams played, it was 19-13 Colts.
Yeah, and that's when it was Anthony Richardson against, I believe it was Huntley for one quarter, and then Tim Boyle for the second half.
I couldn't.
This time with Tua being back, I think it will go in the Colts' favor, giving the home field advantage, 28-24, Indianapolis Colts.
I couldn't even do that game last year because Jody said
I was there for that game last year.
Yeah,
live and in living color.
You were up here. You were in Indy for that.
I was.
I warmed up for that game, and then Jody came behind me and gave me a back rub and said, "Are you honestly going to cover that?" I looked at her and I looked at the screen and I went, "Nope, I'm going to go take a nap." And I shut down my office.
You made the right choice.
The guys know. The guys know because we got in here an hour early, and when Jody came behind me and gave me that back room and said, "Are you really going to cover this?" Shane popped in my ear and said, "Go to sleep. We'll see you at 4:00."
Yeah, she's like, "Ain't worth it. Ain't worth it."
And mind you, all of these predictions that are going to go so wrong are right now very early.
Yes, very early. Week 2. The Dolphins host the New England Patriots. That's a 1:00 kick on CBS.
Oh boy! Against the Patriots, they
Be
have
careful what you say
improved.
here.
They've improved a lot.
Yes,
I like the Vrabel pick. I think he is going to work wonders for you. I think he'll do a lot better than 38-day-old Mayo.
Yes,
It's in the lexicon now. It's in the lexicon.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
But knowing their history of how they play down here, I'll give the edge to us at home.
Yeah, we've had some issues playing in the heat of Miami before.
Yeah. Look, we did too, and the Dolphins got us in week 15. All right. I didn't even cover that game because I knew better. We were beat up. Week 3. Oh boy. They got a rich stadium.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Don't even need to do it again. That game's gonna fucking suck.
And no, it is not Dan
And it's
Marino.
on Prime again.
And it's on Amazon Prime again.
It's on Prime again.
Yeah. Why? It ain't Jim Kelly versus Dan Marino. It's not like the quarterbacks we had back in the day. It ain't Jim Kelly versus Dan Marino. It's not going to be an 800-yard game.
No.
Week 4. Week 4 is a Monday night game. Don't ask me why they did this, but they host the New York Jets on so Joe and Troy got to sit through this shit.
I feel bad for them.
I feel bad for that entire production crew inside MetLife Stadium.
I feel bad for anyone that's going to sit through that shit.
No, I take that back. That's at Joe Robbie. I beg your pardon.
That's Joe Robbie.
You're damn right. I can't call it hard. It's Joe Robbie Stadium.
It ain't no damn Hard Rock Cafe.
Not in Miami, at least.
Nope.
The only Hard Rock Cafe I've been to is in my hometown of Chicago, and that was by pure luck. That was by somebody invited me. Because I wouldn't go try to get in that sumbitch by myself. No way.
No.
Someone invited me and said, "Meet us at Hard Rock Cafe." I'm not going in that motherfucker. It was like,
why?
But then I got the ultimate bribe when my friend said, "We got your meal. I'm on my way."
Well, there you go. If it's free, it's for me.
I got the ultimate bribe. So I went down, and that's the only time I've been in there. Now you get week 5, and I'm going to borrow from Pizzle. This could be the
hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
No. Let's get it right. We all know where we're going when this prediction comes up.
The only ones that are going to actually pick that game are me and Deb. That's probably the only two that are going to actually pick that game.
I don't think Deb's going to pick that game.
No, she might for the first time break the glass.
Oh my God, she does.
She is the only one of our guest pickers that has yet to break the glass.
I
have a feeling with this one she will. I
can agree with that.
And that's in Ericsson Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what the hell it's called now. It's Ericsson Stadium.
Ericsson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's the only. Yeah, that's Ericsson Stadium. Anybody remembers how bad Ericsson's phones were?
Oh God!
And they somehow had a stadium named after that piss poor phone company. And yes, I said it out loud. It was a piss poor phone company. Why? I went through 3 of those bad boys. And
three
of them.
Not Tree City, but 3.
Well, it could always be worse. It could have been Alltel Stadium.
Oh God! And I've been in Alltel Stadium. I'll never go back.
It could always be worse. It could always be Raggedy Field.
I'll share my Raggedy Field story later. Then the Saints come to Miami. And unfortunately, the Saints are minus Drew Brees. That's a 1:00 game on Fox.
That's week 13. You're jumping the gun a little bit.
Yeah, because after the Panthers, they take on
the Chargers.
The San Diego Superchargers.
Superchargers.
They're rated R. No, wait, that's Edge. Never mind.
Shut up.
San Diego Superchargers.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be in San Diego.
That is a team I'm going to be looking at a little more closely, the Chargers, because
they have a running game.
That
finally
pickup they got from the draft
took them long enough.
Yeah,
right.
Late to the party, but better late than never.
Just like it did for the Lions, and the Bears were stupid to let David Montgomery walk, and then they draft Jahmyr Gibbs.
Chicago Bears.
Sonic and Knuckles, baby.
Because they're Chicago Bears. This is what they do.
And then you got week 7. Yeah, I did jump the gun. I'm sorry. I was looking at
week 7.
I was looking at the wrong tab. Then you got week. Man, give me
Break your glass.
Break your glass.
Stone Cold.
We'll move on. Week 8,
Browns?
You go to the Georgia Dome.
Now this one interests me.
This one,
2 Chainz Cousins.
If he's still there, depending on if he gets traded.
No, it's not going to be Kirk O'Chains. It's going to be Michael Penix Jr.
Penix will get. I think Penix gets the start week 1.
Yes.
And I think Penix gets the keys to the offense in game in week 1.
I'd be very surprised if they go back to Cousins.
To 2 Chainz Cousins. Then week 9. Oh Jesus.
Week 9 is
Baltimore.
Oh no,
that's an asshole.
Florida.
These next 3 games are going to be rough.
No, I'm sorry,
because Derrick Henry's going to get tree fitty.
No, he's not going to get tree fitty.
No, he'll get 250.
250.
I can live with that.
250 and 4 TDs, please, because he's on my keeper league and my fantasy league.
Then you want to get 350. Okay, 250 to Derrick Henry, 4 bills to Josh Allen, and that's in Miami.
Yeah.
And that's in Miami. Brutal. And why is that not a? I don't know if they'll flex that game.
They
won't.
No, I don't see them.
You get an early phone call against the Washington Redskins.
I think that's in Spain, right?
Yep.
I am looking right now.
It is. It's in Spain. I'm looking at it.
Yep.
Toro.
Then week 12, you get to come home and lick your wounds. And then week 13, you get the New Orleans Saints. And it won't be 46-34 like it was when Drew Brees paid a visit down to Joe Robbie.
Yeah, it's going to be, I guarantee you, week 13, it's going to be the epic quarterback battle. Tyler Shuck versus Quinn Ewers.
Who wrote this shit?
They have no clue.
I'll skip over week 14 and come back to that as we're into December. I want to concentrate on week 15. Now, I want a question answered.
Oh, no.
Who in the Vita Blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded hell decided that the Miami Dolphins at the Pittsburgh Steelers would be good for a Monday night game?
LC Muscles.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well,
we had
look at this way. Look at this. Think of the quarterback matchup. It's Tua. Hopefully he'll be all right by this time. Versus Mason Rudolph.
No, it's gonna be Will Howard.
I will be asleep before 6 o'clock.
Or
I'm not.
It could be Tua versus Aaron Rodgers.
I'm watching Monday Night Raw.
Glass.
Yeah,
Break the glass.
I'm watching Monday Night Raw. Screw that. He's walking, he's talking, he's about to whip somebody's ass.
And you better do it for the week before because it's Tua or Quinn Ewers versus Justin
Fields.
You mean I got to do this for a 5th time already this segment?
Please.
Mr. McCarthy.
16 through 18, they host Cincinnati on Sunday Night Football.
Tune in to WKRP.
And week 16, I'm not doing a game on Sunday in week 16, and I'll explain why in a moment. Week 17, it's the battle for Florida with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I wanted that game to be week 1.
That game would have been a nice week 1, honestly.
That would have been a nice week 1 matchup. And then week 18, you may as well break the glass for a 6th time because it's the Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
As the flex game. Glass.
Did I send you that, Alex?
I don't believe so.
I'll send you that. I'll make sure I send you that that bite right there.
Okay.
Breaking the glass.
Lord.
Yeah, I need to use that. I'm gonna use that for the show.
With the pain and gain pick'ems gaining a lot of popularity. Folks that tuned in to Snowman Multimedia Radio loved it. They want to make sure it comes back for another season, so I'll make the offer. It will. Offer.
It will be back.
There we go.
Next thing you know, we're all going to be on it at some point.
So I got to ask.
I already know.
I got to ask Pizzle. How is Tiny Tim coping with the hire of Schottenheimer?
Well, he's not as. Let me just say, he's not as thrilled about it.
Is that being nice?
I know I'm not.
A little bit. Yes, I'm trying to be nice. You know, because
I'm not.
Because it's the Cowboys. You know, it's. It's going to be.
Let's be honest. We're going to get our teeth kicked in again.
2 years ago, when the Cowboys played the 49ers, I tuned into Pizzle's show as they made the pick, and I popped in the chat. And Tiny Tim was so excited for that game.
Why?
As Tim explained it, he wanted revenge for the wild card game in Dallas and the divisional game in San Francisco.
I mean, yes, I would have loved revenge too. The problem was we were not getting it.
No, you weren't.
Let me just put it like this: Tiny Tim is not as optimistic as one Scooter Magruder.
Oh, Scooter Magruder's a nut, and I love him. I love Scooter. When that game happened, Victor vehemently said, "I'm not covering that one with you." And this was the one 2 years ago. Yep. I said, "Why not?" And he said, "Really?"
You really want to know why?
Victor just said, "Really? You're gonna ask me that?"
The thing was, the way Snowman says, like, and Victor's gonna cover that game with me. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Psych.
Psych. I mean,
and that's exactly what it was too. Psych.
Brian says Victor's going to cover that game. Victor goes,
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Actually, even better. Victor says,
I'm getting too old for this.
Early.
I mean that one too.
I got
no,
you.
let's be real. This is actually what Victor was thinking.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Victor actually thought, "You fool!"
You fool.
No, let's be real. This is actually what he was thinking.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh. Stop lying.
Yeah, that one. Let's be real.
Victor was thinking,
and then he made a phone call to the Wonder Bread Choir.
Then he made another call to the king himself.
Stop it. Get some help.
And then to wrap it up, he called Matt Hardy.
Delete! 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 Delete!
Please delete.
I might have sent him that one too. Actually, this is how it all started. When I remotely made the suggestion that Victor would cover that game with me. This is the one 2 years ago in Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm.
Victor's first response to me was,
You for real?
and I said yes. And then Victor got a little more vehement with it.
Bitch, are you for real?
And then after all of that and the insistence, all he had to say was,
Shut up, bitch!
Because at the time, I think Victor knew.
You're screwed. Yeah, you're totally screwed.
That was a giving.
And at the end of the game, Victor's response was, and to put a bow on this puppy before we go to break, Victor comes in during the third quarter and asks one question. He said, "Is it over yet?" Because Victor's mind was saying,
did it to me again. You fucking did it to me again. I'm staring right at the bitch and you beat me to it.
Snowman kept begging. Here's the thing. He kept saying, please, just come in and do. I'm like, no. I'm not doing any parts of that game. He said, just do the second half with me. Just please do the second half.
Yes, I did.
3 seconds into the second half, this is all he was hearing.
No, Victor was hearing that after the first drive because I was begging him to come in while I was doing my pregame show. And Victor said, I'm not doing it. And then the first drive happened where a wide open George Kittle was hit for a touchdown. And let me see if I can do this right. Victor texted me. And
I'm really not doing it.
Before I could put up 7-0 49ers, Victor texted me saying, you, and then a whole lot of you. Again. Exactly.
Like, nope, not doing it.
And I said, look, I actually showed confidence in the Cowboys, silly me. And I said, look, they may get it together on this first drive. And Victor actually called me while I was on the break. I said, they may actually get it together during this first drive. Victor called me and said, really? You actually think that? I said, well, and then they go 3 and out.
Like, bitch, stop lying.
And then the trick play happened. Happened. Debo to McCaffrey to Purdy and found Kittle wide open again. And Victor called me and went, bitch, you actually expect me to come on this game? No. You, and you.
Again.
And I'm laughing my head off. So before the first half was over, in essence, Victor was telling me,
oh.
I'm glad y'all entertained. I'm here getting my ass kicked over and over. And I'm like, y'all just wanted me in just so y'all can kick me. That's what it was.
The next day, we get set up, we get rolling, and Victor texted me and going, I don't care how many times you mention that game, just don't do it while I'm on the air. Okay. So of course I disobeyed that rule.
Of course you did.
Oh, of course you did.
We got a break, and we got more fun with A Pizzle when y'all get back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad, SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and to the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Before we go any further, I just found out from a dear friend of mine, Brandon McCullen. For those of you who are in the YouTube streets like he has a channel, Brandon Loves Sports TV. I invite you to check that out. And he gave me the unfortunate news that he just found out that his niece has cancer. So we're going to hook our hands together and pray for him and her to win that fight, and for her to keep going the way that it happened for me and quite a few others. So Brandon, the Snow Crew is here with you and for you. Anytime you need us, just reach out and we'll come a running. Speaking of cancer, Snowman's Pampered Chef Party is a fundraiser for those suffering from pancreatic cancer. Go to pancan.org to find out more, and go to facebook.com and search Snowman's Pampered Chef Party. And we're here to upgrade your kitchen game, from premium cookware to time-saving gadgets. Pampered Chef is what you need to slice, dice, whip, dip, chip, chop, and fricassee and sizzle like a pro. Support the show and shop with us, because every great play starts with a solid game plan in the kitchen. And if you see my wife post a couple of recipes, the stuff is phenomenal, especially the delectable delight she gave me a few days ago, which I'll talk about in a minute. Click the
25,000 calorie bread.
Facebook.com and search for the group Snowman's Pampered Chef Party, a fundraiser for pancreatic cancer. From the playbook to the pantry, it's Snowman's Pampered Chef Party. Now, let's have some fun. And to Brandon's niece, we're going to continue to laugh. We're going to continue to smile. We're going to keep everybody that has gone through this terrible disease in great spirits. Because
kick cancer in the ass.
Kick cancer
in the ass.
Because if
and
I
Mario,
can do
I'm the
it,
second one of these. I told you it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, we know. And there's a third one in the pantry. We know that. But to anyone who is fighting cancer right now, that's one reason I have the GoFundMe for Snowman's stadium tour going. We're going to really start pushing that on Monday, because I want to get to all the stadiums I'd love to see, but I've added a tentacle to that. I want to talk to cancer patients. I want to cheer them up. I want to keep them in good spirits, because cancer took both my parents. Prostate cancer took my dad in 2007, and then 2021, colon cancer took my mom. So we really want to find a cure for this disease, and whatever the heck I got to do to spark the change, then so be it. Rising Rhino is in the house with us. He gets one of those. Blake Hammock gets one of those as well. And I know Bruce had to depart, but thanks for joining. And let me give our brother Sig Diggy in Norway one of those as well. Now let's have some fun and keep laughing. And if I find out Brandon's niece's name, we'll shout her out properly before we get out of here.
Okay.
Now, first, before we even think about doing any more picks, let's take 30 seconds, shall we?
The hell was that? God almighty, Pizzle.
Just banging arm wrestling. Those arms.
Yep.
Oh,
had to do it.
If there's one thing you can't say about this show, you cannot say that it's
boring. Okay. No.
Hell no.
You cannot say that. Especially when we have our guests on here repeating our lexicon of
what in the all types of blue hell,
or bringing up the 38-day-old Mayo.
38-day-old Mayo.
38-day-old Mayo.
And that just came off the top of my head.
Yes.
And all of
Okay.
a sudden it's like
that was the father's first.
I need you to put up a picture.
Yep.
I need to put a picture, Snowman. I need to put the picture of Mr. Kraft right quick.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, Jesus.
Now I'm gonna ask him, Pizzle.
Oh, okay.
Does he not look like he eats mustard with a spoon?
Ketchup with a fork.
Right.
He did what? Are you kidding me?
I mean, while he's like in a press conference, like mustard
with a fork.
Mustard.
Mustard with a spoon and ketchup with a fork. Dear Robert Kraft,
you fired.
For that alone.
Please.
Please.
Take Gerald with you.
Please.
Go down to Tampa where you belong. Father, shut up.
Fella.
Yeah. Yes, Pizzo, we have a couple of new characters.
Yes. Father O'Shaughnessy is one of my evil creations.
That was off the top of your head.
Father
Yeah.
O'Shaughnessy.
That was off the top of listen. That came off the top of his head during a show.
Yep.
We were talking about the Patriots, went to a break, and the next thing I knew, we hear this Scottish, Irish
accent.
And
It's Irish
Shane
Catholic
went
accent.
completely off. He went completely off in his Irish
bastard.
The house in New England is constantly mourning, and it's not because we don't have Tom Brady anymore.
Oh.
Then all of a sudden, we get a call from another individual.
Oh dear.
This bald man with sunglasses with a southern twang from the backwoods of Mississippi.
Oh, the commissioner.
Yeah,
Yep.
the commish.
And the commish got busted on his first appearance by
The
his wife.
commish got shut the fuck down on his first
He got
appearance.
shut down and out.
Well,
I married a man from Chicago, not from the backwoods of Mississippi. What the fuck? Everybody lost it.
Yeah,
We're
as
done.
soon as that happened, I was like, we're out of here.
We're done.
That's it.
We're done.
Well, actually, no, it was
Comes-
the first time he did it, and then after that came
I tried
another entrance.
I tried it again. I
Well-
got the first one in.
Right, yeah, you got the first one in.
I got the first one in.
After that one came another entrance. The detective himself.
Detective Vicala.
You know what? I have an idea. Yeah,
When-
and Cole came up with that.
When I said I am Detective Vic A. Law, both of them lost it.
Vic A. Law.
And yes, law is spelled L-A-W.
Vic A. Law.
Yep.
I could not keep my laughter.
And then I was like, you know what? If
Good
we're
hope.
gonna have one side, dealing with police force, I'm like, you know what?
And the Don.
I'm the Don in certain areas. Why not? I broke
Yep.
out the Mafia
And the
Don.
Don.
The Mafia Don.
When he broke out the Mafia Don, that same episode,
And then
It
the
was-
commish
it was
came
done.
back.
then the commish came back.
Before we
and that's when the
forget-
commish got busted.
Before we forget, I gotta send some props.
Mhm.
Chicago Sky,
Got
Yep.
their first win.
congratulations. You finally broke through.
They got their first win.
And
And
Angel Reese had another good game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I believe it was Vandersloot who ended up picking up the record now for the most points scored in the Chicago Sky
In
uniform.
team history. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Vandersloot was huge. Angel Reese what turned out to be the winning basket.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Put him ahead.
This-
She put him ahead for good with a minute left.
That's why I said this is what we were wanting to see.
Yes.
And
This
she
is what
didn't
we
look,
would-
and there were times she looked like a deer in headlights during the game, but when it counted in the fourth quarter,
Mhm.
she popped in.
This
That's
is
what
what
I've
we
been
were
wanting
waiting
to see.
Yes, this is what we're waiting to see. So I know that I know there's gonna be some people saying, see, y'all not gonna give her no, we're giving her props.
Mhm.
Now her and the team
Need to
have-
work.
together and do it again and again and again and get a good season.
Yes,
they have to.
But they finally cracked it after 5 games.
And you know the thing about that game, which I did part of last night, the Sky led that game by 13, lost the lead, trailed by as many as 7, but kudos to them, they rallied.
They
got the win.
Yep.
It's very different from the Indiana game where you could tell they were deflated and they gave up.
Yeah,
This
they
time,
didn't have
they did not.
They didn't have their captain. They didn't. I expect. I got the Fever game tonight, and I expect them to win against Connecticut because now they have a game under their belt without Caitlin Clark. There are 3 left. There are 3 more games they won't have Caitlin Clark. I'm waiting for it too.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely waiting for it. I'm trying to find something and I can't find the damn thing. Yes, I can.
Oh no,
I can.
What did you find?
What did I find?
Yes.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Oh,
I found something.
I'm worried.
Why are you worried?
I'm scared.
I am in danger.
Don't be.
We're gathered here today.
Oh God!
Really beloved.
Yeah. Pizzle, I have a present for you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm only gonna play part of this due to time constraints, but I kept saying we are going to take a look at this.
Before you do that, we got a super chat.
Oh, we got a super.
We do. Oh, we do. Jeffrey Whitlock in the house with us.
Let's go.
I can't find my soundboard. Thank you, Victor.
No problem.
Thank you for that.
Beat me to it.
Beat me to. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy Friday to you as well, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. The word's getting out. We're continuing to grow, folks.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yes.
Hold on to your seats, folks. We're going to
doing
close
it.
out the month of May with some grand laughter.
Oh boy.
On your mark, get set, and go.
I knew it.
Why did they hire JJ Redick? He don't know how to cook.
Wait, let me from the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
it is time once again
Oh no.
for the annual end of season LeBron James.
Oh man.
Oh, my child, welcome to the service. What can I do for you today?
Bron, don't go. Bron, don't go.
My child, it will be okay. It is not LeBron's fault that the team faltered.
He's under arrest.
I hate that Luca fool. Why? I like that Mr. Glass figure.
Mr. Glass figure, you're talking about Anthony Davis?
Yeah. That get a brown fool. I'm right at him that Slovenian dummy that can't stay on the court long. I can't play defense.
I'll arrest that man.
Well, to be fair to my child, LeBron could not play defense either.
And of course, I come in
Why
with
did they hire JJ Redick? He don't know how to coach.
Well, JJ Redick didn't know what he was doing over at ESPN either. Let's be fair.
You're dumb as hell.
My child, I did not know we entered SeaWorld.
And everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah.
You're under arrest.
Detective, what are you doing here?
Everything's sorry, Sister Mary. Everything is fine. You don't have to worry about it. There's always a calm before the storm. So that's what you experience in the storm. The calm will come. Oh, please. I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. That's right. I am the Deacon Pastor. Deacon Pastor Cardinal Bishop Winston Aloysius Jenkins.
Oh, Mr. Jenkins, you're the one that runs the city fifth. And I was wondering who was running that dilapidated house.
You an asshole, Shane, for that.
Mr. Jenkins, you might want to lay off. You might want to lay off on choking on things.
And remind me, who is this fellow that probably looks like the penguin in them Batman movies? And it's sounding as though he's being that dummy in the Leprechaun movies.
Oh, my child! I am Father Sean O'Shaughnessy from the House of New England.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So your church has been poor ever since the Patriots lost Tom Brady. I understand.
He calls me a leper. He calls me a penguin and a leprechaun, and then goes there.
I am here to address the big, should I say elephant? Fine, I'll say it. Elephant in the room. And that elephant being
rhinoceros.
And that elephant being the greatest player of all time.
Who told this lie?
My son, Michael Jordan, is here?
Has completed his 22nd year. And no, it's not Michael Jordan because he only played 15. But he completed his 22nd year, and he has given us fine service in those 22 years.
But Deacon, wasn't it an L? Was it not an L that he had received?
Okay, fine. I saw a stat, and I'm glad you mentioned that, detective. You see, congregation. I saw a stat, and this was definitely alive in the pit of hell. I saw a stat that said LeBron. That's right. Yoking. Has the most losses ever in the history of the NBA when it comes to playoffs. With one,
you mean he took a few of these?
Here comes the fight with Buff Nigra.
Yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Deacon, but that is not a lie.
Let's get this understood. I'm no deacon.
You just said you were.
I'm everything. I'm the deacon. I'm the pastor. I'm the cardinal. I'm the bishop.
Not pastor.
Call me the pope too.
Pastor.
I'm all that.
No, you're not.
No wonder the city has been having problems.
I'm all that. Because this is the Church of the Chicken Wang, otherwise known as the City Fifth. Yeah.
Church of the Chicken Wing. I thought that was a wing stop down the road.
And let's get this straight, O'Shaughnessy. This church ain't broke. This church ain't po. All I gotta do is mention LeBron James, and the money rains down like hose at a strip club.
Don't you mean it rains up?
Are you sure it's not hooked on
I'm talking about the praises go up and the greenbacks go down.
No, more like they're throwing quarters at you.
No, they ain't throwing nothing but 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, and 90s.
Now that's
Lord have
bullshit.
You may say it's that, son, but there ain't no cursing in my church. Buff Negro. Get that Negro off the congregation and put soap in his mouth.
Hey, what the
Ivory.
That's
right.
Ivory. You don't carry ivory in this joint. Hey, get off of me, or I will stomp a mud hole in you and walk it dry. Beat it.
The only thing you're gonna be
there's your buffer going
the
right
only
out
way
the window by my
stomping,
hand.
son, is when after I give my sermon, you say, "Praise be the Lord." That's the only stomping you're gonna do, son.
No,
Amen.
Bull.
Shut up. Now, that's a lie.
What's a lie is LeBron James's stats. They're all crap.
And they're all bloated.
I mean, he scored over 40,000 points in his career.
And
Pulled over 10,000 rebounds in his career. He's given you more than 10,000 dimes. Now, are those lies? I know it's not, because The city is getting rich.
Now that's some bull.
Shut up.
I didn't know you misconstrued pennies for $100 bill. Let's deepen.
I said ones, fives, tens, 20s, hundreds.
Now that's some bull.
I got your bull, son. Reach on my backside, go down to the scrotum, and pull the brown parts out.
God damn it. God damn it. That right there.
And that was only like 8 or 9 minutes in.
You were only 9 minutes in, and I can't roll the full 45 minutes because it got to that part. Pizzle, that segment right there, 45 minutes of comedy.
And the crazy thing was, it was not even really planned.
No,
it really wasn't.
That's the greatest part of all. I had planned to try, note the operative word, try to do a season-ending service. And if anybody remembers the adventure I went through with that 2 years ago, you understand why I capitalized the word try.
Right, because all you did was sit there and laugh at LeBron for like 20, 25 minutes.
I couldn't hold it.
And so we're like, all right, you know what? Let's just express it. We'll be done by the end of the hour.
Yeah.
We made the decision even before we
Now hold up. Let's set this fully up. Piz,
you're gonna love this one.
Okay, so Brian and I were talking prior, and we, like you said, we were thinking about just going express. So I texted Cole, and I was like, Ray Ray's going to end up missing the end of season service of LeBron. He sends the whole, you guys are going to do the end of season service with a few, laughing emojis. I'm like, yeah. And then 2 minutes before we go to air,
2 minutes,
Cole sends over this whole, GIF with an evil grin.
Oh.
And I showed that to Brian, and we were both like, oh, fuck. We get done roasting LeBron for 58 minutes.
Yep.
We make the decision we're going off after this. We hear the pop backstage. I look down, and I'm like, we're not done yet. We got to go to commercial. We're not
going anywhere. We're not in anything soon. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. I said, okay, well, I got to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. I come back. I see that picture with LeBron, Bronny, and Luka. That's where I said, what the?
And then the actual service happens.
Here's the thing, though, to mix in with all of that. Queued up the commercial, which our blocks are usually 3 to 4 minutes. I only played 1 minute, and then I came back immediately when Cole was ready.
Yep.
When Cole was ready with that picture, I immediately came back from a break.
And we got straight into the service.
Hey, man.
I was trying so hard. Not to laugh because I knew what Cole was going to do to me.
Mind you, I'm in character doing this thing.
Yes.
Throwing everything at him. And I'm like, because there was a point where that he brings out his muscle. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I got to bring the Mafia Don in for this one.
Yep.
And he shrugs that off.
I
remember
nothing. The where he said, now, detective, LeBron has given us the greatest gift in his son, Bronny. And I said, is there a receipt to go with said gift? May we return it, please?
Yep. He did. Oh, my gosh.
Mind you, all of this improv.
Yep.
The whole damn 9.
After Pastor leave, then Ray comes in.
Oh God.
Oh
Ray.
Yeah.
Ray made an appearance.
And the detective's like, you're under arrest for He's like, for what? What I'm under arrest for? Public intoxication. And well, I can't pack away, so maybe you're right about that one. We were done.
We were finished.
That was like, that's the end.
We were like, fuck it. We were like, at that point, we're like, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Yep, pretty much. Just like me at the end of every time we do these picks, get me the hell out of here.
You know, when we were what inspired me to make that graphic, because I already had the flag, the anarchy flag.
Yep.
Shane opened his big mouth.
Yep.
And said Stone Cold's music should be with that flag. A couple minutes in the lab, and I had the graphic, and I loaded it, and then I pushed the button and played it.
Yeah,
and I was like, perfect. That's what we need.
Because some of the games that you had
were complete dog.
We're dogs. So you see it. You and the guys at Pain and Gain see it every week. There are some games that are just plain dogs.
Right. 100%. There's at least one. Every single week, there's at least one.
And we found like 3 or 4 in 1 week.
Man, listen. Jets are playing Patriots. I have my version of the hell no game of the week, and I strictly borrowed that from you. When the Jets were playing the Patriots, Dog couldn't even get the numbers out for the spread and everything.
No, I barely got through Patriots, and he was like, "No, break it."
Hell no! Hell no!
Shaking his head. Hell no!
No,
hell no!
I'll eat this mulligan with cheese.
With cheese on it.
I did say that. Speaking of which, I got to drink some Liquid Crow here, which I've been doing all morning because I declared the Pacers would wipe out the Knicks. And since this is full of ice water, here's my Liquid Crow right here.
Right.
Unfortunately, they did not.
But the next week, I'm thinking that's the only week I'm going to do an outburst like that during the picks.
No.
The following week.
It was worse.
It was worse because Deb was with us.
Yep.
Deb was with us. And I think it was Patriots Titans. It was week 9.
Yes.
It was Patriots and Titans.
Oh no.
Victor didn't even get through the game being named out loud, and Victor's going glass.
Yep. And that started it. That week started the whole. These are the picks brought to you by BetUS.com. Get me the hell out of here.
And the thing is, Deb was sitting there laughing.
Yeah.
Deb was sitting there cracking up when Victor said glass.
Glass.
Broke the glass, played the sound bite. And before I could say, as I said last week, Deb jumps in. How many of these you're gonna get?
And I'm like, I've already lost.
Yes.
How many of these
Say
you
yes.
get? Yes.
And I didn't tell the guys this. She's going to be one of our pickers again this year.
Oh, yeah.
And it might be all 18 weeks.
Okay.
Ooh.
All 18.
Might become a regular. As I said, is it safe for me to pencil you in as one of our pickers this season? She says 500%.
500%.
Oh, boy.
500%.
She didn't say 100. She said 500.
The lovely Deb Woodkiss will be for all 18 weeks.
When I interviewed Deb as an intro interview, we never stopped laughing.
Right.
That's all. This is going to be fun. Then I brought her aboard when we taped our picks in advance, but now we got the show to a point where we can bring her on live. I don't think she's ever stopped laughing.
No, she hasn't.
And a more dangerous idea, having Deb on to help us pick, and then my wife comes on with us.
Look at Dr. Jody made an appearance.
Dr. K may make an appearance a couple times. Dr. K.
My better half has already said she's wanting to, so the Queen Pin's going to be appearing again.
Mm-hmm.
Bonk stick.
Remember,
in
she
hand.
came on. She came on at one time when Deb was on.
Yes, she did.
Yes, we had
Yes, she
everybody
did.
involved.
And your Queen Pin was talking about the Chiefs.
Yep. Talking about the whole R-Truth thing, thinking that Patrick
He was
Mahomes
talking
was
about
the
the Chiefs.
insurance guy.
Oh my God.
Can y'all imagine?
Insurance guy.
Can you,
R-Truth wanted to be drafted but into the NFL. I'm going to go talk to the insurance guy.
Can you imagine how full this house is going to be this year?
Oh,
With
God.
Y'all coming on doing picks on Fridays.
I'm going to have no damn control. I ain't gonna have no damn control. What are we
Mike
talking about?
Debate.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Mike Debate with us from Patriots SI, joining us to do the picks. Mike was my first guest picker. Then he became a regular picker when we got everything together. He will be entering his 9th season with us, as will Dietz. Yeah.
Wow.
He'll be entering his 9th season with us. As I said, as will Dietz. Dietz has the personality of being straightforward, but he'll throw a zinger at you.
Straight faced.
True.
He'll do it.
Kansas is
He did it to
focused more on-
Detroit.
Kansas is focused more on 3-pointers than throwing touchdowns.
Yep.
I asked a simple question, and I said, "What must Kansas?" I said, "What's wrong with Kansas since the beginning of the season?" And Dietz's response was, simply put, "Quote: They're shooting 3-pointers instead of throwing touchdowns." Broke the whole house up.
Yep.
Broke the whole house up. Which gives me an idea. If we can get, I don't know how we could do this schedule wise, but what if we can get the rest of the boys from Pain and Game Pick'ems to join us for picks?
That will be something.
What if we can do that?
I
A
really
time or
want to
two.
meet Tiny Tim. I really do.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I don't. Sometimes I don't.
At least I have someone to suffer with.
Listen, I didn't know how Tim would react when he first met me, but when I started throwing sounds out there and throwing jokes out there, and I had Tiny Tim and LC laughing their heads off, I said, "All right, I think I'm good now. I think they know how I operate."
Yep.
And Tim,
They understand the method to the Dr. Madness.
They understand the method to the madness.
And at least have something to suffer with. Like usually that's Dietz when he's on, because Dietz also like understands my pain when it comes to the Cowboys.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why this idea just popped across my head, but here it comes. Shane's wife, Heather, my wife, Jody, Allison Moran, and Deb Whitkus.
Oh
shit.
God. Here we go. Mic drops all around.
Yeah, the entire segment ends up turning into a fucking mic drop.
All 4. And all we do is
four
just
queens.
listen. We bring the 4 queens.
That's a
together.
podcast.
That in it. I might get my daughter
fucking hell.
That does sound like a podcast.
I'm way ahead of you. Hey, I'm way ahead of you.
Why are you turning away, dog?
Because
what have I created?
Shane knows how
Opened
my
your
brain
mouth
works.
again.
I had to fucking say something, didn't I?
Oh, you done did it now.
Queens podcast.
I done put my foot in it on this
Heather
one.
Lake, Jody Snow, Allison Moran, and Deb Whitkus. Jesus Christ. That's a home run. That's a
opened your
grand
mouth
slam
again,
right
Shane.
there.
I had to say something, didn't I?
Yes, you
You
did.
did.
And then I'll add 2 more.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
I'll add 2 of my daughters into the mix.
Uh-oh.
My daughter Carmen and my daughter Cheyenne.
Oh boy.
What is this going to be? The Queen's Deck podcast?
If I throw Sonya into the bunch also, 'cause I don't know how Sonya will be, but I can see it. I can just see those 4 right there. Jody, Heather, Deb, and Allie. Those 4 right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
You in for it now.
Y'all know how much of a hit that would be?
You in for it now.
If
I had to say
get
something.
them together, if we get them together and I already got the logo in my head. I already got the logo in my head, and I already got the intro in my head.
I had to
I
say
can
something.
get a shot of Deb saying, "How many of these you gonna get?"
Yep. I had to say something.
I already got the intro in my head. Listen, my wheels are flying at 100 miles an hour right now. I already got the logo in my head, and I already got the intro.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yes, you started this, dog.
I'm
You started
I'm
again.
speaking this, and I'm recording this also. So I'm speaking the idea into this microphone.
You did it again. You did it again.
Because we already have our platforms.
Right.
Okay. We get them together. Oh Jesus!
Just
What am I?
sign the bitch.
I'm out.
That'll be Allison. That'll be Allison's.
That's Allison. Yes.
That'll be
yes.
Allison's bit when I do the intro. Just keep the bitch. How many of these you gonna get? Just keep the bitch. And I already have
Heather's is gonna be she's gonna hit some dog with the head with a stick. She's gonna hit dog in the head with a bonk stick.
Whack!
Go pop.
Can we get Jen in on the fun?
Jen just gonna hit you with a dog with a bonk stick.
I would have to talk to her about that one.
Just go pop.
Just a bonk stick loading, okay?
Yep, bonk stick loading.
Loading.exe has executed successfully.
To borrow from Ryan whenever I talk 49ers.
And
Homerteam.exe loading.
And you realize that if this happens, Shane, we're blaming you.
Oh, trust me, I already know my ass is in the fire for this one.
I got Jody.
As the umpire said after Syndergaard tried to throw at Chase Utley, my ass is in the jackpot on this one.
I remember that sound.
My ass is in the jackpot.
I'm gonna add that to our intro.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna add that to
the jackpot
sound bites. That's exactly what the umpire said.
Our ass is in the jackpot.
That's exactly our asses is in the jackpot. That should be right at the tail end before we open.
Yes.
I already got Jody.
Oh dear God, what have I done today?
I already have Jody's sound to help complete the intro.
What the fuck have I done today?
I don't know.
Guys,
do I look like that dude from Papa John's making everything better?
I'll be asking about the draft though, because I was a bit confused with the Dolphins draft. Can you help me?
I already have Jody's sound for the Four Queens intro.
Mister, will you please wake up?
No, I was asking you, Apizzle, like what happened during the Dolphins draft? Or
what? In what way?
Well, I thought they were gonna get like some sort of like backup for Tua, and it's like,
I mean, we got one technically with Quinn Ewers.
The key capitalized word in his sentence.
Technically speaking, we did get Quinn Ewers. I love what we did in the first pick with Kenneth Grant and getting the defensive tackle for Michigan, solidifying that defensive line because aside from Zach Sewell, we got nobody. And then the second pick, another Samoan on the offensive line, Jonas Savainea. This guy's going to be an absolute monster.
Well, we all know how deep that bloodline runs. As long as they don't have to get out of my head, Pizzo. I was about to make that joke.
Acknowledge him.
I quit.
Question: which one? We talking about Solo? We talking about Roman?
One more before we get out of here.
Roman.
What are some moments, Pizzle, that would just make you throw your headphones down? Because
that's a good one.
You've seen us do it on the show, so we got to get a couple from you. Moments that would make you just throw your headphones and walk away and go, "I quit," and walk off.
Oh man,
Zach Wilson as backup quarterback.
Ew.
If Aaron Rodgers actually decides to play for the Steelers, I would just be like, no, you're done.
Nice.
Just retire, old man.
Old man.
Just be gone.
How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Thank you.
I got one for Shane. Aaron Rodgers to the Patriots.
Why? Why would no?
No,
They
I
have
wouldn't
Drake.
listen, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that for the Patriots. But I'm joking around with the big dog so I can get away with it.
Why must you curse New England like that?
Listen, New England cursed themselves.
It could be worse, dog. You could have Justin Fields as the next quarterback for New England Patriots.
Oh, Jesus. That hurt. You could have Sam Darnold.
You have Drake May. He looks like he's a very stalwart.
I like Drake. I like Drake May. They just need to protect him.
Yes.
Yeah, we do need a better front line.
They just need to protect him.
Yeah, they do.
I got one that'll make Shane quit.
Oh, no.
Because I know y'all gonna have a bunch that'll make. Matter of fact, Victor, throw one at me.
At you?
You have been so evil to me when it came to this subject and have me laughing at the same time. Throw one at me.
Aaron Rodgers is a new starter for the San Francisco 49ers.
Bitch, I'll kill you.
See?
Oh my God.
I think the worst one I ever did was in a stark twist. LeBron James retires from basketball, so he becomes the starting quarterback for the 49ers.
I'll stomp a mud hole in your
Oh,
ass.
hell no.
That's wrong.
I will have my
that
wife
is
drive.
wrong.
I will have my wife drive up to Chicago with me, so we can find you and pummel your ass
and beat your ass.
Will that ever happen?
No.
With Aaron Rodgers? No, we got our guy. We
No,
got
you
our
got-
guy in Brock.
You got
Purdy.
Brock. You're fine.
We got Brock. We're good. We're solid.
I think the other one was Geno Smith to the
yeah,
49ers.
hey.
I'm like, that's not happening.
Geno Smith's with the Raiders. He's going to get sacked 100 times this year. Matter of fact, let's close with this. Some predictions sure to go wrong. We're bringing back a segment for Mike and Mike in the morning. Predictions sure to go wrong since we're approaching the NFL season and they're in OTAs already. Predictions sure to go wrong. Maybe. ... Maybe. Geno Smith gets sacked 100 times this year.
You sure that's not an over? You sure that's not an over under segment?
That's more like a spoiler to me.
Yeah, let's do over. Y'all want to do over under?
Over under. Yes.
Let's do over. Let's do over under. Okay. Over under. And I'll say 100 times Geno Smith gets sacked this year.
Over.
Well over.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Here's one.
Yes.
Pizzle's often answer on the Pain and Game Pick'ems. Listen, folks, check out Pain and Game Pick'ems and check out A Pizzle's channel. It's a hit.
Coming back.
We are re-airing it, and this time we're going to air it live on one of our stations on Snowman Multi.
I have one.
Be one for that. Go ahead.
Number is 60. The subject: number of interceptions thrown by Aaron Rodgers this year.
Over. God damn it. Over.
60?
60. Over.
60 interceptions
in a year.
Because he'll throw 30 in one game. Fuck a whole lot of y'all. I'm kidding. No, you gotta.
I'm saying under because only because of the fact
it's-
he'll be benched by week 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I agree. I
Under.
agree.
All day.
Under. All right, let's go over. Let's go over under. Times Tua gets sacked in a game. 10 is my number.
I hope under.
Question is who's he playing?
I want to say under.
Under.
I would just absolute hope that he stays okay. I would say under.
I want him to play.
I'm saying under because Miami did kind of beef up their front line a little bit.
Yes,
but
yes,
Tua's
he
got to be
did.
a lot
Yes, he
smarter
did.
with the ball.
There
Under.
you go. Right there, you go. Right there, Shay. That's a great point. That's a
Tua's got to be
point.
smarter with the ball.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Over under 15 times the Niners score 30 points this year.
Under.
Ooh.
I'll say under
15?
15
Yes.
times they'll score 30 this year. I'm going to say
Under.
Under.
I'm going to say under.
Mainly because there'll be a couple of games that'll be 40.
And a couple more that'll be
the
50.
Rams are going to give him a hell of a time.
Oh man, the Rams
Yes.
are going to hold us under 30 both times.
Yes.
The Rams are nothing
Those
to
will be
play
two
around with.
close ones that you guys
Yeah.
are going to be stressing
Mhm.
over.
Yeah,
Big
the
time.
Rams are nothing to play around with. All right, and it's going to be two good games with us and the Rams this year. All right, down the stretch we come. We go to the Dolphins.
Okay.
Over under number is 5. Subject 100-yard rushing games.
Ooh.
Over?
I would say yes. Yeah,
I say over.
I'm saying over, but I'm going to caveat that with the front line has to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I same answer for me with the same
True,
caveat.
but I believe in I do believe in Joe Hendry, but I believe in Devon H.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Clap, clap.
But Devon H.N., he's going to be a monster this year in fantasy.
Yeah, he got used to the offense. I got a feeling he'll go off.
Okay, this is not over under. This is just a straight up prediction. Does McCaffrey repeat 1,000 season this year?
Can he stay healthy all 18
Can he stay
games?
healthy?
That's the question I have in mind.
If he stays healthy, he will easily go 1,000.
Yes.
He could even go 2,000, 1,000.
Yeah, but he has to stay healthy to do it. And the Niners offense is so lethal, even with pieces missing.
But here's also the thing I'm going to put a caveat on. What if the 49ers clinch the division with like 3 weeks to go? How much game time is he going to see?
Then he ain't getting 1,000, and Kyle Shanahan's not going to be stupid enough to risk him.
Exactly.
Kyle is not going to be stupid enough to risk him, because if we clinch that division with 3 weeks left, everybody getting a day off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the only thing that would really have him rest all of his starters, not only do we clinch the division, but we clinch the top seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
Because there is a team called the Philadelphia Eagles that will have something to say about that.
But we've also seen teams that have won the Super Bowl go through a severe drought too.
Yeah.
Eagles 2 years ago.
The Rams 3 years ago.
Rams, Eagles.
That's always going to be a question mark is, are we going to see them go into a slump after winning the Super Bowl?
I hope not, because I picked the Eagles and the 49ers for the NFC Championship game. The only thing that's left to decide if it will be in South Philly or if it will be in Santa Clara. That's the only thing left to decide.
It'll be in Santa Clara.
It'll be in Santa Clara?
Yeah.
I
wanted to be in I want us to be there for 4 weeks. Watch the NFC Championship. Then 1 week off. We do our own thing, and then we crash Radio Row and piss everybody off while doing it.
Well, while we get those plans in place, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, we got to get the heck out of here. Close with this. The Carolina Hurricanes goalie reminds me of Tuukka Rask in 17 seconds.
Wow.
Ooh,
shot.
Fuck off.
Man.
We're out of here.
To laugh with that. Have a great weekend. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough, folks. We got plans to taking over Santa Clara for a month. Join us. Dream big, do bigger. If we can do it, so can y'all. God bless you. Thanks for rocking with us. Thank you, Pizzle, for rocking with us.
Thanks for having me.
And we will see y'all on Monday. So long, everybody. Sun and Fever tonight at 7:30, pregame at 7. Stanley Cup final coverage begins next week. And last but not least, Joel Embiid, you a bitch.
Still.
We're out of here.
Bye.